Good morning again, and welcome to day 3, or afternoon or evening, whenever it is that you are doing your work today. Today's topic is war and revolution. Two things I didn't really think about when I thought about teaching humanities, that we would be talking about the impact of both the wars and revolutions on all of our humanities. So this was an interesting day for me as I was planning. Today we are going to do a couple different things, and I have recommended that before you kind of look at these sources and do your reading, to go ahead and take a look at your essay response. That will help you, in fact, I'm going to do that, know where we're headed. So at the end of today, after you've read your chapter and interacted with an online documentary, you will then write a very short essay, 350 words in length. Take a look at this prompt, and then if you didn't really have any hot ideas after reading this prompt, I gave you some suggestions. You're going to want to make sure that you just focus in on one aspect or theme. In this length of an essay, you aren't going to want to try to cover too many things. So take a look at that first. Then you'll head out and read your chapter and annotate using the annotation guidelines in Perusall. The next thing, I hope you find this cool, I did. You will go out to this interactive documentary. So it was put together by 10 historians from 10 different countries. So you get a perspective, let me pause this, of all sorts of different perspectives. And if we click play, you will see that you've got each of these different chapters or topics and a video to watch with each one, as well as interactive maps where, let's see if I click on this, where you can go to different parts of the map, and learn different things depending on your interest. So it's a really organic experience. No two people will take the same paths, but you will want to read all or watch all of these different sections in order to answer that essay. Have fun with that. It's pretty cool. So then you will write that short essay response. Just a quick note too. Remember here, I know I talked about these estimates of time. Part of those estimates of time mostly is for you to get an idea of how long something might take. So if you have to kind of split your work time up throughout the day, that might be a good tactic. Also, as we know, it is for me to make sure that I can tell Wesleyan and I can show accrediting boards that this course is actually worth the credit that you are getting, that we are giving you good value for your big bucks. But also, I want it to be a guide so that you are not spending more than. Some of them might be off, and you'll have to tell me. But for example, as you see, I've just got an hour here. I thought about that. I don't want you to spend more time than that. So it's not a piece of writing that it should be polished. It should be in paragraphs. It should do all those things. But I don't expect you to spend longer than that. Okay. So again, uploaded those reading guidelines that you're probably already very familiar with, and your online learning tip. Today's makes me laugh really hard. But I wanted to talk a little bit about your assignment due Sunday, this talking about a revolution. Also, a reminder that digital scrapbook check-in is coming. So my idea is that you carve out a little bit of time. It doesn't have to be every day, but every couple of days maybe to work on these longer-term projects. Okay. So, revolutions. The first half of this 19th century is often called the Age of Revolutions. And in fact, I could have taught an entire section of humanities just on revolutions. But we've got, of course, as we've learned about the American Revolution, maybe you've learned something about the French Revolution, probably not the Haitian Revolution, but there were a lot of different uprisings across Latin America. These were very big in the historical influences on our culture. So in this activity, you're going to explore some of these revolutions that happened and trace the lasting impacts. So you're going to want to take a look through your purpose here and the process. You will basically be doing some worksheets to help prepare you for the final ask. You will watch 3 different videos on the American Revolution, French, and Latin revolutions. And for each one of these videos, you will fill out this causation tool, which you will access when you get ready to submit. It will open up, and it's attached to this assignment. I can't show you I can't show you in student view because the student view is still locked for me because of that first module. But if you look, you will have just in Google Slides, it will open an individual copy for you, and you will have these worksheets. Now, if you want, you can. If you've got a printer and you want to print them out and write on them, and then take pictures of them or scan them back in, you can do that. If you don't, and you want to just go ahead and type, you would have to in here make text boxes and go ahead and type your answers right on in here. And you can use all your tools to make it smaller, obviously, and give your answers. And you would go ahead and fill out all 4 based on the assignment guidelines, and then this would be your submission. This will make sense when you actually go through the submission part of your Canvas. Okay, so these are the directions. It's just going to ask you to take a look at some of these different options and from these different historical types or perspectives. And again, this is pre-work to get you to the end. So you're watching these videos. They are entertaining. We will watch different videos throughout this course by Crash Course, which is the author John Green, for those of you that are fans, and his brother Hank Green. Then you will write a brief analysis. So you're going to do an analysis with your final causation worksheet where you get to pick. So you've got these 3 revolutions, and then you get to choose a revolution. And it could be something that is more cultural, so I've got definitely political in nature, like Arab Spring, or a cultural idea like Jamie Oliver's food revolution. So you would fill that out, and then you would complete it, write and record another brief analysis, 250 words or 3 minutes, that traces the similarities in today's revolutions back to the ones in the modern era. So you've got just 2 brief causal analysis that you do, and those 4 worksheets. So let me know if you've got any questions. Hopefully that is clear for you. So you are taking those 4 worksheets, 1 worksheet per video for 3, then you are choosing your own revolution, doing some light research, filling out a 4th one, and then you will have the 2 different 250-word analyses. Again, you are more than welcome when you respond to either write that, or if you're tired of writing and you want to speak it, you can do audio, you can record video. I do not care. All of those options are 100% legit composing in my book. So, all right, also here is your rubric. This assignment is not due until Sunday, so do not panic. That is not an overnight. You've got some days to work on it. Go back, make sure I'm not missing anything. I do not think I am. That is day 3 wrapped.